Hello, welcome to Shad Life. I am here at the river bottoms for Global Fat Bike Day, and of course, there's the vendor kind of area. Mark, I'll be hanging out with Mark. Bloomington, Parks and Rec. Then we got Freewheel Bike over here. I'm not. Oh, these are yes, the Trail Groomer people. They have a name though, and I don't know their name officially. Deep Woods Trail Groomers, apparently. Okay. Um. So, yeah, there isn't any snow yet, though. But ideally, we would have snow. It is December 7th, and so the river is pretty frozen, lots of ice, but we just haven't gotten any precipitation. A very little bit, but not enough to like have snow pack around. So we will be mostly riding on dirt today for the fat bike ride. So yeah, I'll do some POV footage, and then I'll hopefully when I'm out on the trail, I'll just get some random footage of other people riding. Global Fat Bike Day, super. All right, here we go. So I haven't been down here all season. I was last down here like kind of early spring, and there was major flooding, probably some of the worst flooding I've seen in a while earlier in the year. So we'll see how much this place has recovered since the flooding. Seems pretty good so far. A lot of fun. I just really do wish we'd get some snow. I feel like all last year, Global Fat Bike Day last year was on dirt, and here it is again on dirt this year. So on Global Fat Bike Day, there's lots of different group rides all over the place. So I am hanging out at the Mork booth since I am on the board, so I thought I'd just go punch out a quick lap. But yeah, usually you get groups together and they ride together, or bike shops will hold rides on Global Fat Bike Day. And I have some of my older Global Fat Bike Day videos from a few years ago were group rides. So here we go. Climb on dirt. Plenty of traction with a fat bike. Funny. Oh, there's a bunch of people out here riding. Pretty cool. Yep. So if you're curious of what I'm riding and you don't really follow my channel, Salsa Mukluk, I believe this is a 2020 model. This is the carbon Mukluk. I really like this bike. It's going to be hard for me to upgrade. I upgrade bikes quite a bit, but fat bikes, they just don't change enough for me to justify upgrading it to a new bike. So I basically did the work to make it my own, and I really like it. You know, I got the more stack on the bars, higher rise bars, makes the front end a little easier to pull up, things like that. This fat bike is more closer to a traditional XC kind of geometry, more than it is like an aggressive hardtail geometry, which works great for fat bikes, right? Like, so these are 26-inch by 4.8 tires, wheels and tires. These are the Surly Bud and Lose. It's got SRAM GX on it, so pretty good setup. I also added a dropper. The bike did not come with a dropper. First thing I did when I got it was put a dropper on it. It is dropper compatible. It has the routing for it, so pretty cool. So yeah, there you have it, Salsa Mukluk. If you're looking for a Mukluk today, it is now called the Heyday. Just FYI, they changed the name of it. some people behind me. We'll let them pass. Hey. And they are not on fat bikes. You don't really need fat bikes today, but since it's Global Fat Bike Day, I figured I'd ride my fat bike. So if you saw my video not too long ago about redoing the brakes on this bike, putting the Shimano MT 500s or 501s, I don't remember. The levers are one and the calipers are the other, but the actuation is excellent, right? But their grab, their bite sucks really bad, and when I get to a certain point here, I'll see if I can, they'll make that noise. So plug your ears. Yeah, see? So my next phase, now that I know the calipers and the levers and the hydraulic system is all good, is I'm just going to get new rotors and brake pads that are compatible with each other, because there's obviously either a compatibility issue or something, because I cleaned everything. So very interesting. It's almost like it's my fat bike is just never wanting to have good brakes. But I'll get it figured out. Hikers. Well, thank you. Are you having a good walk?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So while I'm out here really enjoying myself riding this single track, I want to remind people, this is mountain biking. There are no jumps. I mean, there are somewhere off to the side, but this is basically single track, cruising through the woods, fairly flat. There's no gnarly, rocky downhill. You know, and this is a lot of fun for a lot of people. I think there's certain mountain bikers out there that have this opinion that if it's not gnarly downhill with big jumps and free ride or whatever, it isn't mountain bike. Well, but the reality is most people on mountain bikes, this is what they do. Large majority. So I talk about the bike industry keeps pushing these more and more extreme bikes and kind of forgetting that this right here is the majority of mountain biking. And this is super basic. This is like green trail, right? There is blue trail and even black trail that's single track that has, you know, maybe a bit more climbing effort, things like that, but it's not like a gnarly downhill jump trail. And you know, I talk about this all the time because I feel like, you know, the marketing of mountain biking is always the gnarly jump stuff and this and that, and completely overlooks the majority of what mountain biking is, and that's what this is right here. More fat bikers spotted. Yep, they're out here. It's just very spread out. So this is the Minnesota River. It's very interesting because earlier in the year we kept getting so much rain that this river was super high and all of this was all underwater. This whole river bottom and unrideable. And then it's interesting, come around mid-July, we stopped getting all the rain, but it didn't go to normal. It just went to super dry. And then we haven't been getting rain. And so now the river is below normal. So it's very interesting that we have these fluctuations so much. And here it is, December 7th. It's like low 40s out here. I'm not even wearing gloves and my hands aren't cold. Like normally this time of year you take your gloves off. You don't want them off for very long. So say what you will about climate change, but you know, at my age, 57, I've literally witnessed over the years of my life the climate up here in Minnesota changing. Like normally this should be all full of snow, and sure, every once in a while we would have a year where we didn't get much snow and it would be like this, or it was a little warmer than normal. But now it's starting to become a regular pattern that we don't have snow. It's almost like Global Fat Bike Day should be moved to like January or something like that. But yeah, very interesting weather patterns we've been having up here in Minnesota, and definitely not normal. It is what it is, but Minnesota River, it's beautiful down here. I love it, and this is why riding single track is so fun. Yeah. Oh, here's another group. Cool. Hello. Having fun?
Looking at the eagles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Yep, eagles on the river there. Get tight in some of these areas. Woo. So it's interesting because last weekend I rode my BMX bike at Ray's for 2 days straight, and getting on my fat bike and riding these trails, I can easily feel how much more dialed my skills are after riding BMX. It's like BMX is kind of like that high skill, or such a high skill, that whenever you get on a mountain bike, everything feels way more stable and slowed down, and you just feel like a rock star. And you don't even need to be like some crazy hardcore BMX rider. You just need to ride, learn how to, you know, jump smaller, medium-sized jumps and corner, and, you know, get used to the control. Then when you get on your mountain bike, or fat bike in this case, you suddenly have that much more sharp of skills, and it's pretty cool. Like, I feel like my BMX background has a lot to do with why I have the skills in mountain biking that I have. And again, you know, doesn't mean you have to be some top-notch rider or the best rider in the world or anything like that, but, you know, just whatever level you want to be at. So yeah, good stuff. I love BMX. It's kind of the basis for all my other riding. Oh, well, here we are, back at the trailhead. Cool.